Good morning, I'm Lynda Fulford with the news in Northern Ireland. A row has erupted between Stormont ministers over a £70 million economic aid package. Finance Minister Nigel Dodds yesterday announced a range of measures, including a one-off fuel poverty payment of £150 for 100,000 households. SDLP Minister Margaret Ritchie welcomed that, but accused ministerial colleagues of slashing £30 million from her housing budget. First Minister Peter Robinson in turn claimed Ms Ritchie didn't know what she was doing. So is the global economic downturn hitting home? A survey released today suggests the credit crunch is set to take a sizable bite out of Christmas dinner. Almost 3 out of 4 Ulster shoppers admit they'll be spending less on groceries for the big day. We took to the streets to find out what you think of the credit crunch.
It's made me think more carefully before I do spend. It's made me more worried, I suppose.
At the minute, with all the credit crunch going on, you just don't know how your company's going to be, because look how quickly Wilbur's went down. It was a matter of a couple of weeks.
There are calls for a change in the law here to end the underground trade in puppies. Animal welfare groups say thousands of dogs are being bred in horrific conditions for sale in Northern Ireland. They fear animal trafficking will soar as Christmas approaches and want the Assembly to act urgently to put unscrupulous dealers out of business.
We need a law in Northern Ireland that says that keeping animals in conditions likely to cause the creature suffering is a criminal offence. At the moment it isn't. It is in England and Wales, and we need it badly here.
And finally, almost 13 years on from winning his lottery millions, a former Belfast bus driver has taken a trip down memory lane. Peter Lavery welcomed pensioners from the Falls and Shankle roads onto a bus and drove them to a slap-up meal in Ballymena. Some of the passengers have been victims of robberies this year, and big-hearted Peter said he had to do something special for Christmas.
It's the time of year I think you have to try and make it best of it, and so for other people have other things in their minds and all too, but life does go on, so just try to get my night out and hopefully it does lift them and take our minds off things.
And now let's have a look at the weather.
GMTV weather is brought to you by Olbus Vaporizer. Breathe easy, whatever the weather.
It will be wet and windy for the rest of this morning, but dry and much brighter weather will spread eastwards during the afternoon. Today there'll be a high of 10 degrees Celsius. Well, that's all from me for now. I'll be back with more news tomorrow. For now, it's back over to Fiona and Ben in the London studio. Have a great day.